Talent to Talent is a peer mentoring and creative music making programme delivered by Awards for Young Musicians and funded by Arts Council England. The aim was to enable young musicians to take a lead and discover more about their musical selves through sharing ideas and experiences with a mentor or mentee at a different stage in their musical development. Talent to Talent was facilitated by expert partners Ben Sandbrook of World Pencil and double bassist Paul Sherman, in partnership with Sheffield, Nottinghamshire, Hull and Leicestershire music education hubs. It brings together young musicians from across AYM's programmes, award winners, furthering talent students and alumni of the awards programme, as well as nominated early career musicians from each of the hubs. These films outline AYM's music-based mentoring model, why it was developed, how we trained our mentors, and how we created an environment and process to foster peer mentoring opportunities. The aim of the programme was to enable participants to develop new skills, explore experiences and aspirations, and create new music with peers and inspirational professionals. In this film, we look at what music-based mentoring is.
So mentoring is a kind of relationship, often between a more experienced and a less experienced person, where you're looking to develop independent learning and the ability of someone really to teach and lead their own learning. What we've been doing here is what you might call music-based mentoring, where we use music as the conduit, the language, the activity through which mentoring activities between young musicians takes place.
Mentoring in music means giving other people my own musical experience and sharing it with others, especially with somebody who's a lot younger than you, because obviously you're ahead of the game. So being here today, for example, I've been able to share my musical experiences and help others, and hopefully they'll come away from these past few days and it will help them with their music studies and where they see themselves in the future. And I've really enjoyed mentoring. I think mentoring, often people think it's about teaching somebody, but it's not teaching, it's more like it's a more of a cooperative sort of thing going on, and yeah, it's really good fun. I really enjoy it.
What we do is we explore the musical journeys of the participants who are taking part in these days. We get them to sit down and discuss what challenges they might have had in their musical journeys, where they are now, what aspirations they have for the future, and then we give them activities to prepare some music, compositions that reflect the things that they have discussed. So in the process of doing that, all sorts of musical skills come to the fore in the sort of service of trying to communicate their ideas. So the whole process is non-hierarchical in that everybody in the individual groups has an equal say in how the piece evolves. So we find that the younger players and the older players who are sort of mentoring each other have an equal say in the outcome of how the piece sort of comes together. And in the process of doing that, they quite often discover things about their musical abilities that they had no idea about. New skills evolve.
I think one of the most understated parts of mentoring is kind of learning from the mentee as well as the mentee learning from the mentor. We can learn an awful lot from the younger musicians coming up because they are experiencing music in a completely different way to the way we did, 10 years ago when we were their age. So I think learning from the opposite ways to what we expect is also super important.
I would say that mentoring in music means to me personally an opportunity to share your experience and kind of abilities with either, it could be someone younger, it could be someone older, in a way that helps benefit them in their learning process in some way, but also kind of learning from them as well.
As the mutual respect builds up between the participants, one of the sort of really incredible things that develops is that everybody is learning from everybody else. There's no hierarchy, but you can learn from anybody, and that comes across very, very strongly.
Thank you for watching the first in this series of films documenting the Talent to Talent programme. In the next film, we'll be exploring why AYM developed this programme and why music-based mentoring is so important.